Sorry. Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay. I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Alright, please continue. There are 2 people there already. Press it. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That is extremely quick. Compared to what we do. That's pretty fast.
Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found were on the scene were. Yes, sir.
Defendant Miss Maya Faye.
I don't think I have to press that one.
Okay. Well, let's press this one.
Okay.
Why is that? What's your reason? What? What just happened?
I mean,
If he goes on to answer your question already, then it just goes to the next one.
oh.
Okay. Why we had a witness account describe. Let's press on that one.
Okay.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it. You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure ain't pink, cow. Well, I guess she is pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Tutorial. Yes.
Ah,
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
I'll repeat the new one. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Oh dear. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo. Let's press on. I found a memo.
Okay.
Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Ho ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants?
Who? I did. The killer. The killer. Anyone can see that.
Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please.
She was framed.
Objection! Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Shots fired.
Whoa.
Shots fired, man.
Yeah, pal! Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found.
Okay.
That's a given. That's a given.
Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger.
Yeah.
Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. This whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Okay. Let's do the first one.
First one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And did you find any evidence?
Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I think I know what we have to do.
So
You
do
have to
I.
present something?
We have to present something.
Yep.
Ugh. Oh, let me see what we have. We have a wiretap, a receipt, floor plans, the murder scene. Check.
Do you just want me to tell you?
Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
It sucks to
Okay.
be in this position, doesn't it?
It does suck to be in this position.
I was like, I don't have a clear memory either. I played this like a long time ago. But I think I know what it is.
Would it be the broken glass? Because he didn't mention that?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. I can either give you a hint of what you have to present, or I can tell you where to present it.
Tell me... Let's make this a bit harder, where to present it.
Where to present it?
Yes.
Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Where is that? I'm finding it. Okay. Present. Would that be the receipt?
No.
Nope. Before she died, the victim wrote her killer's name. Would it be the autopsy report? Because the cause of death was a single blunt force trauma.
Death was...
Hmm?
Cause was a single blunt force trauma. Death was...
Death was instantaneous. Ah. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow to a blunt object. Did my stream go down? Okay, it's back up.
Okay.
She died immediately.
But
No butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order, order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately couldn't have the time to write anything down.
objection. You're still right. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? That's the day after the murder.
Mm-hmm.
It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being...
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have the time to write Maya.
Oh,
That is all.
someone's getting fancy. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
Insult him.
Insult him? Should we insult Edgeworth?
Do it! Shots fired!
Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on your prosecution.
No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright. Say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Of course.
Your Honor. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Oh dear.
Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
You finally get to take it easy, Hayden.
Yay!
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent?
Har har.
The music's so happy.
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Of Of course she would jiggle. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
I was like in my hotel room. Teehee. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Company law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony.
Alright.
It's all you, girl.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Well, Your Honor.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Har. Mr. Wright, I understand you are Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies.
Oh, you did not.
Oh, shots fired at my senpai. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I am doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Witnesses account. Let me check the time of death.
Okay.
There's no time of death. Want to test some shit?
You gonna press it or next?
Looking at some stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, broken remains. Last stand. Okay, let's go to the next one. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy little girl in the defendant's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Huh. Okay, let's press on the third one.
Oh god, which one was that?
The mousy little girl. How do you know she was the defendant? That's you.
I know, I'm catching up.
It's okay.
Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. We didn't know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He's right. I question the testimony.
What?
Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Oh, that's kind of mean.
R.
However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed in that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Wow, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw! I just didn't think of the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing from your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything. I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
Hippie?
And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay.
Huh.
This one's kind of tough. I did see everything I did. Victim, woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after that. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. Would the broken glass have to do something about that?
Nope.
Dang it. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. How would she know that it's a statuary clock? Yeah.
There you go.
Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, did you press it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She should be saying, well.
Alright. Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Do I present it?
Yep.
Yes! Take this! Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Har.
Oh man.
Haha!
Revealing? Ooh, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Faye and Company?
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Tee-hee.
The law offices of Faye and Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court... Oh yeah, because she took out the clockwork.
Yeah.
It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. Would it be empty? That's what it means? Or
Yeah,
would it be
she took out the
broken?
clock.
Okay, just making sure. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just have a look as soon as you can. Oops. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. The clockwork tail feathers.
Oh no.
It's quite empty. Eh. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May?
Tisk, tisk.